Welcome to Sub Rosa. Here is a question that I feel this person who wrote into us. And by the way, if you want to write into us, WTF@badbossbrief.com. Here's what we got. I'm a freelancer and my work has dried up. What can I do? I'm good at my job, been doing this for years, and I can't get work.
Mm. Yeah, that's strange because I know some people. There's a woman in New York named Sarah Horowitz. I think she went to Yale, and she also happened to at least spend 2 years of her life at high school with me. And she's won a MacArthur Genius Grant, and she comes from a long line of labor lawyers. And decided when she got out of law school, she had got a real serious interest in freelancers having rights. Right? Just because you were a freelancer, they couldn't continue to make believe that you were not an integral part of the system, right? You were contributing. I mean, at Intel, where I was, they called it independent contract employee. You know, that's fundamentally what you were. You know, you accrued vacation in a different way than everybody else. But so she had, you can check her out, Sarah, S-A-R-A Horowitz, and she came up with like a freelancers union thing where you can unionize, even if it's a small workplace. I don't think there's a quorum. I think if you have at least 3 people, you're fine. And it gives you not only a network by which you can, if you desire, because some people are constitutionally just want to freelance. I know several. I've tried to hire them at different companies, and they're like, I'm not that. I can't. And they would work for me for months, but they would steadfastly refuse to be in a situation where they had to be at a desk or answer in any kind of cohesive way. But I found that the Freelancers Union was a real good place to go to make connections and to continue with that lifestyle if you want. In the Bay Area, maybe not as strong as if you're going to be on the East Coast.
Well, and what I found in the creative world, a lot of times freelancers are creatives. And
Right.
they'd like a full-time job. They can't get one. So they just come in, parachute in, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe it's, a few days on a pitch. But what I would suggest is, here are some practical tips. One, make sure you're easy to find, right? Update your LinkedIn if you've got a website or portfolio. Again, if you're a creative freelancer, and have a trusted friend look through it and give you good feedback, right? Like just, I remember looking at a friend's once and his picture was like, it was a terrible picture. I had to say,
Yes.
dude, this is a terrible picture. You need to get a different picture. The second one is get in touch with people you've worked with in the past and ask them either for business now or for referrals. Stay away from people who are, I must get 15 emails a day of people telling me, a self-employed person, that if I spend money with them, they can get me leads. They can get me publicity. They can get me X, Y, or Z. Unless that is a referral that comes from a trusted friend, stay away from people who say they can fix that for you. And then I think use your downtime wisely. And this is counterintuitive. If you're afraid about your finances, you don't want to go look at your finances, but this is a good time if things are slow for you to really drill down and understand whether it's budgeting, taxes, what you want to be saving for retirement. Are you maximizing all of the deductions that you can make? Really get into the nitty gritty at this time and do that due diligence. Hire a professional if you need to, or again, call on a friend that knows more about this. And then I think the last thing is really protect your mental health. Right? A lot of people have been talking, a lot of really competent creative freelancers that I know have been struggling to get work for months.
Right.
And it's not you, it's the economy, it's, industry, it's all of these layoffs have made people feel like they can't hire freelancers. They're worried about budgets. So try to protect your mental health, get whatever kind of support you need, and make sure that you don't sail into some kind of a depression because you are worried about money and not getting the work that you need, because it's tough out there. So you need to take care.
Yep.
Okay. That's what we've got. Again, any questions for us? WTF@badbossbrief.com. Thanks.
So.